Hello, I'm Atu Jamir and you're watching HornbillTV's Prime at 9. Now, news in details. State Chief Minister Nipirio today visited Konyak Heritage Village site in Mon District. Later, he held a joint meeting with area leaders and CSOs at Konyak Union Office. Addressing the gathering, CM reassured developmental activities in the district.
Full cooperation government recognition
Speaking on the Naga peace talks, the Chief Minister reiterated that the Naga political settlement is government's top priority. He disclosed that the 4 remaining Naga People's Front MLAs have accepted their invitation to come together in the opposition-led government for the political settlement, and for which he said that MLA Kuzuluzo Nina has been appointed as co-convener of the core committee. We also informed that the NSC and IM leaders have left for Delhi yesterday to meet the government of India. The Chief Minister further called for collective efforts in bringing final settlement to the vexed Nagaland political issue. On demands for districts, Rio said government has plans to have big, medium, small district, and accordingly, the finalization of districts have been taken. Earlier, CM was scheduled to visit Oting village, a medical college site in the district. However, due to bad weather condition, the visit was cancelled. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi today inspected the ongoing construction site of Regional Convention Centre in Dimapur. On seeing the incomplete construction of the centre, the governor expressed dismay over delay of works and directed the officials to complete the construction by December this year. The RCC foundation stone was laid by the state former governor P.B. Acharya in October 2016, and it was supposed to be completed in 30 months. Irked by the delay of construction, the governor left for Kohima without attending the program organized at NEZCC. Let's have a look at the delay report.
So sir, itu ita banala building opor de alop koi dibi kita kotom hole sa ro ki nimite ase
itu Northeast 8 states limited regional convention center hoigina Minister of Culture Government of India pra grant digina construct kori ase. It was started in September 2016 and it was to be completed within 30 months. But as we all know, due to the pandemic, the work was delayed for quite a long time. And now, after considering all the situations, we have given them the time extension, and it is now expected to be completed by December 2022.
Aji governor visit kurigina ta inspection kurigina ta laga review noilibi ta laga ki koise
Tai yade ahigina saigina progress to bishi delay honmete. He was not very happy with seeing the progress of the work, but he is in one way very encouraging to us. He is also giving us support that it should be completed. We should attempt to complete it within the stipulated time. Edu koikina ase.
So tai apni ko anisna this year December 2022 te kodom hona nai.
December 22 tak to hile, we are very hopeful that the civil works part will be completed, but the specialized part will be taken up on completion of the civil works.
To ita muan dikan isna Governor of Nagaland aro Assam Professor Jagdish Mukhi aji yate Northeast Regional Convention Center te aikena inspect kurise work progress to kinika jaise koigina to aji muan jani paise ki itu yate ita banai taka Regional Convention Center to 2016 te suru kurise kuise aro within 30 months te kotom hobole lagase kintu iman sal delay hua nimite aji governor aikena tai kusi na pa janai dise aro paratak itu Convention Center to Itusa 2022 de kotom kurbile tai koikina jaise itu ase ajila ground report moi adona with camera person Sevile For HornbillTV, Dimapur.
As part of the collaboration between Ashoka Innovators for the Public and Nagaland State Government to build a change-making ecosystem in Nagaland's school education system, Changemaker Day was observed in Kohima today. The program was organized by the Ashoka Innovators at Directorate of School Education, Kohima. This collaboration seeks to advance a culture of change-making, innovation and problem-solving among the students in the state. The partnership aims to train a group of 100 teachers in the state to become change-maker ambassadors. Speaking at the program, Principal Director of School Education, Shanawaz C. called for collective efforts to bring a positive change. He also stressed on the need to work together to take education to the higher heights.
I'm sure that you won't see any change maybe tomorrow or day after. And I'm not anticipating such a change also. Such a change will be very momentary, the immediate changes. But we have to think for the future, and whatever groundwork, field works, and now you're attending these workshops and the kind of training you get, this training which you're going to impart to the students will bring changes maybe over the course of 4 or 5 years. So then we won't be around, maybe also I won't be around in the department to take the credit. But forget the credit, we are not working for any credit. We do the groundwork right now so that the next generation, the situation of education after 5-10 years in Nagaland gets better. And we are always known for bad reasons, the school education department, and it's high time we change the image. And as I told in multiple occasions, we amount to the second largest employment department in Nagaland after the police. But we have to ensure that along with the quantity, we also have the quality. So today you're just a representation, you're just a group of maybe 40-50 teachers, but we hope that you will be able to pass this message to many more teachers, and I'm sure that Ashoka also will help us take this program to many more teachers in the other districts also in the coming days, and we'll try for it.
Talking on Nagaland 2030 Vision Forward, Nichute Dulo, founder of Entrepreneurs Associate and Ashoka Fellow, called upon the teachers to change the mindset of the students. He also urged them to propagate 4 C's: critical thinking, creativity, communication and collaboration.
Change, and I found out that encouragement from my teachers, encouragement from my college education helped me a lot to become what I call a social entrepreneur. And so your work is very important. There would be, I'm sure, thousands of people, young people, who can become a social change maker like people like us. A lot of times in Nagaland, people introduce me as an entrepreneur, which is wrong. And I keep telling them that I am not an entrepreneur, but I'm a social entrepreneur. So in the year 2000, when I was given the title of Ashoka Fellow, I thought that just fitted me, because I didn't know how to introduce myself, because I was not an entrepreneur, but I was promoting entrepreneurship. And so how did that journey begin? You know, when I was in school in 1982,
the occasion was also marked by change-making workshop for teachers, Young Change Makers panel with Radhika Joshi of the Second Chance Project, Pragal Regmi of Nepal Gish, Open Mic, and Regina Chakrunio of Regina Designer Clothing.
Sessions in the school assemblies, educating more students about it. So that was just the beginning of it, and that was through an inspiration and motivation that a teacher instilled in the students with me and my teammates. When it comes to the starting of the initiative that I started when I was about 18 years old, it is known as the Second Chance Project. And through that, I aim to raise awareness about organ donation and transplantation in India. For me, I think it started out from a personal journey because I saw one of my family members go through a kidney failure. He was looking for an organ donor, but unfortunately he couldn't find it.
A two-day-long First Nagaland EduConnect Conclave 2022 under the theme Investment for the Future concluded today at Capital Convention Centre, Kohima. The event was organized by Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland and Northeast Educational Council. Addressing the valedictory function, IDAN Chief Executive Officer Alam Tamshi Jamir urged upon the students to think beyond Nagaland. He also urged upon the students to open up their minds and learn to live with the rest of the world.
These are opportunities which you have to grab. Your parents may not be able to afford, but once you have studied, you have learned, you have qualified, the opportunities are endless. And I'm really wanting you to build up on this. I will not speak much, but I want to also thank the IT department and the DIPR. They have linked us up with the outside world. We are not the only ones listening to these lectures. There is another two halls down below where you may have seen we have placed these LED screens. There are more students listening down there. Digital world, you are part of the digital world. And you can study online. You don't have to be physically present. Things are, it's available, it's possible, it's a global world today. We are no more Nagaland. We have to think that we are beyond Nagaland. And I only want to request that you keep that in mind and let it change your mindset and the way you think.
The conclave witnessed the participation of many universities and educational institutions from Tamil Nadu, Rokhre, Kolkata, Vadodara, Bangalore, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Pune, Dehradun, Dimapur, Pillai, Sikkim, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Hyderabad. During the conclave, students obtained first-hand information about admission to colleges and institutions and the courses offered, fee structure, free education, scholarships, education loans, options for fellowships abroad, etc.
This Edu of 2022 has been very educational. It has made us aware of the opportunities and things available for us in order for us to fulfill our ambitions and goals that we plan to do.
After 2 years, the Guwahati High Court has delivered its verdict regarding the PIL filed by the Confederation of Chang Students' Union against the Nagaland state government for recklessly maintaining SOPs during the COVID-19 pandemic's first wave. The court, while disposing of the PIL, said that the state government shall consider the inquiry report and take appropriate actions based on findings as per law within a reasonable time. The court also said that in case of dissatisfaction on the part of petitioners, liberty shall be given to approach the appropriate forum. It may be mentioned that the union filed the PIL against state government and 7 others when in May 2020, 169 Chennai returnees were sent to Tuensang district from Kohima before the results of their sample came out and 2 were tested positive.
Itukili implement grana goshi guledo on 22/5/2020 1,463 stranded people's returnees of reached Dimapur, Nagaland from Chennai red zone by special Sharmik train Nagaland around 6:30 p.m. And after observing the necessary protocols, the returnees bound from Kohima station left from Kohima and reached on 23/5/2020 around 6:30 a.m. Out of the total returnees on the particular day, 169 of the returnees were bound from Tuensang district, and so as per the SOP, they will be screen and designated screening facilities at Kohima and to be quarantined at Kohima initially before they were sent to the respective district. However, on 26/5/2020, after obtaining sample of all the stranded returnees of Toinsang district stationed at Kohima Quarantine Center, everything went highway. When they were sent to Toinsang, the present BIL is not about some development, public conveniences, welfare, and modernization of the society, but concern the right of the life of the members of the stranded returnees of Toinsang and the citizens of Toinsang district and the public at large interest. But we acknowledge the development activities which was made by the government, and we acknowledge for that one. It has been mentioned that in the judgment, it has been mentioned that establishment of testing laboratories and installation of oxygen plants and the treatment facilities of COVID patients has been given. So we are acknowledging the government for that development and the implementation. After the incident, the government has already set up a judicial inquiry committee, and with that committee, the GIC report, which was already submitted on 2020, on 15th July 2020, the GIC report has been already submitted to government. But so far, the government didn't taken any steps or actions basing on the report or any findings that was submitted by the GIC committee. So now we have a report on the judicial inquiry at our hand. Therefore, we are expecting the government to take steps or the actions which was found out and sent by the GIC. The Guwahati High Court has already given us a judgment after a period of 2 years. We have been struggling for that one for 2 years, and since the court has already acknowledged the report of the GIC, so the court has given a judgment that basing on the GIC report, the government shall consider the same and take appropriate action based on the findings as per the law within a reasonable time. So we are expecting the government to take an action as early as possible and give justice to the peoples of Toinsang.
Cucumber Festival, first of its kind festival, began at Aliba village in Mokokchung. The festival is being organized to promote cucumber cultivation in Aliba and its surrounding villages. Speaking at the program, M. Pen Yantan, Director of Agriculture and SNO ATMA, acknowledged the innovator, late Buramba Pungan, for his success in off-season cucumber cultivation after many trials and errors back 37 to 38 years ago. He said the innovator's successful indigenous technical knowledge has opened up a source of opportunities and earning sustenance to other farmers too. In this connection, he urged the farmers to pass on this innovative idea to other parts of the state.
To have more impact on his idea, the innovative idea should be transferred to other parts of the state having the same altitude and climatic conditions. Thereby, cucumber GI deck of Mogoshung district can be widely expanded and cultivated in a larger scale across the state. Why tree tomato, Naga tree tomato, which too has a GI deck, has not been popular and did not make its purpose as much felt, because it has been cultivated only in smaller parts in the state.
Modern scientific farming, innovative ideas, innovative practices, best practices kan kutti kuri ase, kundu kona de kuri ase, kundu busti de kuri ase, eto trace out kurna kuri ase. To aji nishna enaga kaam kura ami khan government bra mohange acknowledge kura appreciate kura itu bishi tangor kota ase. And I'm sure this is just the beginning, as our ma'am have just said now. Let this be the platform.
Even locals from all the 16 plus tribes as well as the outsiders can come and enjoy, and that is how you can generate income, rural income. Isaga bigger income generate tragedy just in the village itself. So that is one thing that I think we can look forward to.
Late Pongan's ITK is successfully adopted by the farming families of Aliba, Chungtia and Kindangar villages. The director also released a book on off-season cucumber cultivation and also handed over a certificate of recognition to Lulansila, wife of late Purampa Pongan, the innovator of off-season cucumber cultivation from Aliba village. The director also inaugurated the stores put up by different self-help groups.
How it all became popular is the reason that this off-season cucumber cultivation can be grown from the month of December till the month of May to June, utilizing the fallow lands of the wetland terrace paddy field cultivation. So during this period from April, May and June, there are no cucumbers available in the market. So concentrating on this period when it is very, very hot, the consumers demand these sweet cucumbers in plenty. So which is why this pioneer of the off-season cucumber cultivation, he started this off-season cucumber cultivation and made it popular. It became popular because of its sweetness. It has a very sweet taste and tender fruit, and it has a very thin skin. So, and the texture of the fruit is also very, very soft. So which is why this is in very big demand in the market.
Cucumber off-season founder do dar laga bacha let burumba laga bacha se moe. Ido baba kura kisa kui na ha isap te dar 1985 de ido experimental luise aro 86 bra do dar ido off-season do cucumber do lagai gina ha ise aro ajikale ido dar bra educate kori gina posti mogan posti aliba posti loi gina ido neighboring posti gan ido posti tinta jada bra supra ido off-season cucumber do practice kori ase.
The two-day festival, which started today, is being jointly organized by Atma, Urban Home Solution Kohima, Rural Development Department Nagaland, Hills Agro Agency Kohima, Eastern Agro Marketing Agencies Guwahati, Assam and Eastman Cast and Forge Limited, Ludhiana, Punjab. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.